Hi everyone, we're students from Research Method for Communication 2013 have conducted a research titled Social Media Addiction among UUM students contribute to the lack of interpersonal communication through quantitative method using Google Form to 20 respondents among UUM students. The Google Form are divided to three sections, which is Section A, contain demographic questions, Section B and Section C as our main questions. Social media addiction refers to a pattern of excessive, uncontrolled, and compulsive use of social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat that interferes with an individual's daily life and causes negative consequences. When we talk about social media addiction in student perspective, the behavior may be characterized by students prioritizing social media use over other activities, spending on excessive amount of time on social media, displaying emotional reactions to not being able to access social media, and experiencing physical and psychological withdrawal symptoms when unable to access social media. Additionally, the addiction may lead to academic difficulties such as missed deadlines, increased distraction, reduced focus, and poorer academic performance. The purpose of this research is to explore the relationship between social media addiction and the decline in interpersonal communication among students, and also to examine the adverse effect of social media on interpersonal communication among students.
The section B in our Google form that we have distributed contain about 6 questions. So now I will share the findings and results that we have on these questions in section B. The first question is, how many social media do you have? So the findings for this question shows that the color green has dominated the chart with 30% of the total data, meaning that most of the students that answered the survey have about 4 social media accounts. The second question is, what social media channels are you most active on? Here we can see that the respondents are most likely active on TikTok, which is not a surprise because the platform has gained a lot of popularity with its unique features that allows people to be creative by sharing their content and receiving the same entertainment. Next question is, how many hours do you spend on social media in a day? Majority of respondents have chosen more than 5 hours as their answer here, which is a bit concerning, the amount of time that they spend on social media in a day. The next question is, how often do you use social media? We can see there is only one answer chosen by all respondents here, which is every day. The fifth question is, how often do you post on social media? Half of the respondents here have chosen rarely as their answer, meaning that some people use social media to look for entertainment, watching videos and communicating without having to post any story or content of their own. The last question in section B is social media the first thing you check in the morning? We can see here that most of the respondents have answered yes to this question. People tend to check social media first thing in the morning to get an update from someone or to check on news for the day.
In section C, there are 13 questions that we have prepared in Google Form. The first question is, I think about social media when I am not using it. Most of the students answer they are agree, which means no matter where they are or when, they are always thinking about the social media. The second question is, I often use social media for no particular reason. And 95% answer agree, and the rest of it is answer disagree. Next question, argument have arisen with others because of my social media. It's very close result with 55% disagreeing and the rest is answer agree. For question number 4, I interrupt whenever I am doing when I feel the need to access social media. 60% answer agree and 40% answer disagree. Question 5, I feel connected to others when I use social media. 65% answer agree while 35% disagree. Question 6, I lost track of how much I am using social media. 70% answer agree and 30% answer disagree. Question 7, the thought of not be able to access social media make me feel distressed. 60% answer disagree and 40% answer agree. Question 8, I have been able to reduce my social media use. 60% answer disagree, 40% answer agree. From question 9 until question 11, it gives the same result on every question, which is 60% answer yes and 40% answer no, as you can see in the picture. Question 12. Do you believe that the increased use of social media by students has a negative impact on their ability to socialize in person? 85% answer yes and 50% answer no. For the last question, do you find it difficult to set aside social media time in order to develop in-person relationship? 70% answer yes, 30% answer no. As you can see and hear all the results, most of the students spend their time absorbed in social media until they not develop in necessary social skills to interact with others in real life situation. They become more reliant on technology for communication. This can lead to difficulty in understanding body language, reading non-verbal cues, and generally connecting with other people on a personal level. Overall, social media addiction can have a negative consequence on student interpersonal communication skills, which can make it challenging for them to form and maintain meaningful relationships with their peers or others.
In conclusion, our study for the increase in social media addiction among students contributes to the lack of interpersonal communication can be studied through a quantitative method, which is a survey. Social media addiction is a chronic condition in which an individual's excessive use of social networking sites cause problems in different aspects of their life, including personal relationship, social interaction, and also academic performance. In addition, social media addiction can have significant negative effects on people's physical and mental health, as well as their interpersonal relationship. Furthermore, social media addiction has also been linked to lower satisfaction in personal relationship, decreased self-esteem, and increased loneliness. Social media addiction can also impact on a student's academic performance, which can affect their future career. To conclude, the rise of social media addiction among students can lead to a lack of interpersonal communication, which can negatively affect their social development and mental well-being. This highlights to the importance of educating students, the importance of healthy social media usage, and encouraging them to engage in active communication with their peers. Additionally, it is necessary to provide students with appropriate support and resources that can help them overcome their addiction and facilitate their social development.